Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. It's been a while. Yes, I know. I've been terribly busy. I'm very sorry for that. But anyway, as you guys know, we have already talked until quality control. That's over here, all right? So today we're going to talk about advertisements, publicity, obtaining professional work and fees, and how these things really work. Okay, let's dig into it without talking much further and see how we have to do these things. Like I tell you guys, I'm gonna record one topic for I'm going to record one video for one topic, but this time I'm going to add in the tendering as well. It's easier that way. It's just one topic. It's a very small topic, so I'm just going to add it together, all right? Now, so you have to inform them. Okay, the advertisement does not want you to say that you are the best. Okay, if they want you to mention, ACCA wants you to mention to your customers or your clients or your agents, whatever you want to call them, you just want to inform them that, hello, I am in accounting profession. Would you like any of my services? You can't say, hey, your accountant, yeah, he is my student. You can't say that, okay? So it will reflect badly. You can't criticize others to gain publicity. Bad publicity is not good for ACCA as well as for you. ACCA won't allow it. So you just don't have to impress them by any means. You just have to inform them. So if you're not physically going to inform them in your advertisement, you have to make sure that you write in a way that states that you're better, but not saying that you're better. You can say that we have won the 2011 award for the best accounting whatever. You know, if it's a college, they can say that we have produced five what do you call those people? Award winning, whatever, the highest gaining people. I never understood how they can get so many marks. Like, seriously, I was always in the 60s and 70s kind of guy. I'm a very average guy when I came into study, and I was quite happy with that. Seriously, I just didn't want to be the guy who fell down before 550, and luckily that never happened. So good thing there, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen for you guys too. Now, what is acceptable publicity? You can have appointments and awards, right? You can have that, obviously. I just talked about it. You can seek employment or professional business. You can just go to them directly if you want. Professional directories, you can go to, the yellow pages. That's not professional directory. Trust me, it's not. You can't just pick someone's number out from there and say, okay, let's call this person and see what happens. No, don't do that, okay? You can have books, articles, interviews. You have media appearances. You can come to media and say all those things you want to say. You can have training courses. Okay, as you guys may not know, I live in Malaysia. It's a country in Southeast Asia near to Singapore and Australia, and we have a different access of accounting standards here. And since I'm working in an audit firm, I had to go through some training courses to make sure that although I know IFRSs and IASs and stuff, I still get to read about the local accounting standards. So there was this there was this firm that had me give the training, and it was pretty cool. I went there for 3 seminars, and it was like 6 hours long and stuff. And this firm was actually doing audit and accounting services, and they were teaching others, and that was indirect publicity. Like, they would give me a booklet with their name on top of it. Do you see what I'm trying to do here? It's easier that way. It makes them understand. They're not advertising. They're giving you seminars. They're giving you some educational help. But they're doing their work as well. Now, I had to contact them for a few clients for audit, because there are certain clients that we don't deal with. We had to give it to them. So yeah, see, that's how they got their publicity. Now, okay, I know I'm going in a lot of details on this. I don't have to, but I am, because, why not, right? If you're sitting there to listen to a 10-minute lecture, why not listen to a 15-minute one? Am I right? But if you don't like the examples and stuff, just fast forward. Now, they shouldn't have these 5 things. They shouldn't be misleading. They shouldn't have any superiority. You can't say we are the best in the world. We are the best in this country. No, you don't say that. Okay, you're not the best. You're never the best. You get me? You cannot discredit the services offered by others. You can't say we are better than KPMG. No, don't compare. You don't have ACCA become disrespectful and it should be legal, decent, and truthful. You'll have questions here. Yes, as I say a lot of times, this is what you will have. Go here, you will have an exam question. Try to do that and send it to me. If you'd want me to check your exam questions, feel free to write them down, give it to me. It will take me at least a week to check it for you, but I'll do it, no problem. Going back to the next slide, we have names and descriptions. Members may be called chartered certified accountants, but not companies. Now, your companies are called associates and stuff, right? Like if it's an audit firm, it's called ABC Associates, right? You don't call them ABC chartered certified accountants. No, you don't say that. It's for individual, not for a company. So you can still call them chartered certified accountants if their half of the partners are ACCA members and they control 51% of the voting right. That means they are in control. Okay. Can you use the logo? At least one partner should be an ACCA member, and the logo is separate from the firm logo. Now, this can't be your logo. You can use it with your name, but you can't use it with your company. Do you understand me? So it's not rocket science that you might be, tested on this, but it's something fair, something very easy, and something that I think you should know, right? In the exam, you can mention this, that ACCA logo can be used. You can be smarter than others. When we do the exam questions, I will let you guys know how you can squeeze in extra information without sounding too, I don't know, nerdy. Okay. Talking about fees. Okay. Okay, the fees recommended by ACCA is hourly basis, obviously. Okay, it's always hourly. You can compare the fees to others. If it's the same service, you can compare it. You can have the objective comparison. You don't discredit the others. You can say, oh, they're charging you $5,000. I can give you $4,000 and a better service. You can't say that, okay? You don't compare. Just one thing, don't compare. In real life, everywhere, don't compare. Anywhere, anybody, okay? And it should not be creating any confusions. Simple as that. You should not have any confusing stuff going on. Okay, let me give you an example. We here have to submit all the things to one of the departments of the government, and that's the accounting department. Actually, they're how should I say that? The audit report goes to two different departments of the government. Now, one department of government, I happened to went there yesterday, and they gave me a quotation of how much it will charge me to submit one of the company's audit reports to them, and they gave me two invoices. One of that said 500, the other one said around 700, but the 700 had a subtotal of 1,000 and the 500 had a subtotal of 700 something, and I was very confused with what was going on in there. I'm not going to give you more details on why it was like that, but they explained it to me and it really made sense, but that is confusing. Okay, you need to make sure whatever you explain to your client is understandable. Okay, percentage discounts can be given, but it has to be made sure that it's not too much. Or for example, I teach somebody for free. Okay, do you think I'm going to take it seriously? I don't think so. It's they're on my thankfulness. I'm doing it for them. I'm doing them a favor. They can't ask me shit. I'm sorry, I have to use that word, but still, they can't ask me anything. But if they're paying me something, they have to ask me something. They can ask me something and I'm liable to them because they have taken my services. Do you get me? I hope you did. Now, it shouldn't be a percentage or a contingency basis. Non-insurance engagement fees, I hope you guys can read this up, and it's not a big deal. How's the setting fee? You have to make sure what level of expertise is required, how much time is needed to do that work, how important is the client to you, or how important the work is to the client, some stuff like that, and what's the risk of doing it, and what's the cost incurred. You're charging them 1,000, it's going to cost you 1,500. Are you going to do it? You can say yes to them in the beginning, but wait, that's a loss for you. So don't do that, okay? And lowballing is basically offering them crazy low fees very low fees. For example, my standard rate would be $1,000. Okay, I charge them 100. What do you think it is? Yeah, it's a scam. Okay, it's not really like a scam, but it's something like I'm giving you low charges in the beginning, and maybe next time I'm gonna really rip you off. That's stuff like that. Like I said, I'm going to add tendering in this topic itself. It's just one topic. It's not too big, as you can see. It's very small. So I'm just going to talk about this a bit, and then I'm going to stop. Now, this is when an audit firm is approached by the prospective client to bid for their audit. Now, basically what happens is the other way around. You, as an auditor, go to the client, okay? But let's say the client comes to you. Wow, you can't really advertise. You did advertise and somebody came. How lame is that? Pretty lame, actually, but still, that's not the point. So the audit firm has few considerations. How did the client get to know about them? How do you know about me? I'm not going to accept it if you don't know, if you can tell me that. How has the firm been approached particularly? Pretty much the same thing, okay? Why has the firm been approached? Why? Why not somebody else, right? When you're in a high school and a girl approaches you, your first question comes to you is like, how did you know about me? Why have you approached me? Like, why me? There are like 50 other people in the class. Why not them? Why me? Who am I? Right? Something like that. So just imagine you're in high school and you're going to ask these type of questions from your client. What is the scope of the audit? In our example, what is it that you want from me? How risky is the audit to the firm? Now, how risky is it to be with her, right? Does the firm have the necessary resources? Do you have enough money to take her out? Right? Do you get me? This example might help you out in answering all these questions. So it's pretty much just like a girl approaching you. Now, you, as an audit firm, clients don't approach you. You go to the client. But if the other way it happens, wow, that happens once in a blue moon, and you should really nail it. Nail the opportunity, I mean. Anyway, so what are the documents required? That's fees and how it's calculated. You need to have a quotation, in other words, an assessment of the requirements of the prospective client. What's the work what are the requirements, what work they expect us to do, our approach to the requirements. Like they will ask us, these are the requirements, this is what I expect you to do, and then you'll say, this is our response to it, this is what we're going to do. We are going to give them deadlines and information needed, outline of the firm and our staff, who is going to be in charge for what, and you have to make sure that they have all the authority to come over and do whatever they have to do. Okay. So having said that, I think it was a pretty neat topic that we talked about, and now we're going to talk about professional appointments in the next topic. I hope I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Have a good night and day, whatever. Thank you.